Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? America is under a witchcraft spell. You and I have been born into this system. It's not something that's brand new. It's not. America's witchcraft spell did not just happen. It's decades old. It's generations old. And this is how things happen generational. These witchcraft spells and these witchcraft families, it's generational. When a Satanist, a practicing witchcraft Satanist, breaks free of that spell and sees the evil and the terrible that was happening within that moment in their life, when they break free, they want to go and tell Christians and expose what the devil does. Yeah? To show the tricks that they do to influence others and just the evilness that they do that people are unaware of. Politicians. Are politicians trustworthy people? Are politicians allowed to lie? I mean, I know they're not allowed to, but they do, right? I mean, they sit there and say, there isn't a politician that you can't go up to and sit there and show their running platform. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And then once they're in office, they do the opposite. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. They lie to the people. And then when it's time to re-elect them, and they run again, there's no politician ever in past histories and now will sit there and say, this is what I did my past 4 years. That's why I say you should vote for me again. No, their running platform is how bad those other people are and promise what I will do in the future. Even though I hadn't done it in the past, I'll do it for you if you vote for me again. I mean, this is the witchcraft platform that people believe in. Our voting process. People believe in the voting process. Remember how shocked Hillary Clinton was when she was told that Obama was going to run and not her? I mean, remember the shock on her face? She couldn't hide it. And then we were all told or rumored that, she just had to wait until after Obama and she'd become president, she'd be promised. And she did. She was sitting there saying, but I was promised. Promised what? By who? That you would be president? By a rigged system. And remember when she was then running against Donald J. Trump and every single body in the media, the entertainment, money, politicians, everybody said that she would win, guaranteed, take it to the bank. That's because they were promised and told that she would win. You can invest in her winning. And remember when she didn't win, how shocked all across the board everybody was? These are not great actors. They were all literally, they couldn't believe what just happened. They could not believe. They were promised on a rigged system that she would guaranteed be able to steal the election. It's not that it was even stolen. It was that your vote never, ever, ever mattered. And that's how their thought process is. That's just a dog and show pony, your voting. It's how they collect a bunch of money, keep you in a mindset, keep you fighting amongst each other, keep you in politics instead of the Word of God and doing good things for others. Nope. Politics keeps you in a spot where you want to keep the other one down. Them darn Republicans, those darn Democrats. When you believe in Jesus Christ, you don't sit there and say, those darn non-believers. Nuh-uh. You sit there and say, oh my gosh, I hope those people will be able to see the light. You pray for those people. When a Satanist and a devil worshiper breaks free of their cult, they want to run and go tell Jesus Christ believers the dark practices that the Satanists do in the dark, that they hide. You see, Christians will sit there and be in the open They openly express their love for people and others and even non-believers. But a Satanist and a witch, they do their stuff in the dark and they don't want others to know what they're doing. Why would that be? If it was for good. And just like the politicians, what are they doing behind these closed doors? They say they're doing some things, but they vote laws in on earmarks. Who's writing these earmarks? Who passes a 500-page bill that's not even read? Liars do. That's who. So let's get into, people are following Donald J. Trump and want him to run and be voted back into office when the voting system never was legit. When she lost against him, somebody was in on it, right? If it was rigged, how do you make something legit if it's being rigged? If the people that are counting the votes are rigging it, how did Donald J. Trump become president? Oh, because it was false votes. Wait a minute, time out. It doesn't matter what the people vote. 99% of America could vote for the same person, but the Electoral College is the one that puts a person into office. And we've spent years now talking about your vote that never ever matters and legitimately doesn't matter. Because the Electoral College places the person in office, the President of the United States. If we just go back, how many elections? The people voted this, but the Electoral College put this person in office. How many presidents do we go back that was the case? They love doing that. That gives the illusion of fighting back and forth. Even though you won, you lost. Because we, the people, wanted him, but they put that guy in. It's a perpetual, constant, it's a beautiful system of keeping people in the witchcraft, always thinking it will happen again in the next 4 years. Again, they run on not what they did in the past, but what they promise you in the future. So we're spending millions of dollars looking for false, fake votes when it doesn't matter. All people in the world could have voted for Donald J. Trump, but if the electoral, and it's legit, this is legal. You can't go against the Electoral College vote. And they're the ones that put Joe Biden in. They're the ones that put President Trump in. They're all in on it. And give the people the illusion that it's freedom of choice. Why would we care about the audits? It's rigged. And then you prove, once again, like I say, okay, you prove that all these votes were stolen. But it doesn't matter. The Electoral College vote is where it's at. So let's take the voting of the people to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court finally says, yes, it was a lie. All those votes count. What does that do? I might put a couple people in jail over here so that the system can continue going forward as is without ever being fixed. Because then people will have the illusion that it was fixed. Go out and vote, give their money to all these politicians to vote again. People will sit there and say, but we voted for Donald J. Trump. But the system, the Electoral College vote that matters over everything. Just like Supreme Court laws dictate every law in our country, the Electoral College vote overrules your vote. And you're under the illusion of witchcraft thinking your vote matters. Take a big ink pen, a permanent marker, and on every single ballot that we ever vote on again in the future, we write other. I vote for Jesus Christ. Let them keep throwing these ballots out. We demand that our churches and our preachers stop telling us to vote for Democrats or Republican. We demand you stop